Hello, and welcome to Electro Nerds Academy. In this video, we'll be exploring another motor driver module, the DRV8871. Previously, we've covered dual H-bridge drivers like the L293, L298, TB6612FNG, and DRV8833, which can control either one or two motors. But if you only need to drive a single motor, a single H-bridge driver like the DRV8871 comes in handy. It's cost-effective, saves space, and gets the job done efficiently. The DRV8871 is a MOSFET-based H-bridge driver with a wide motor voltage range of 6.5 volts to 45 volts. It supplies a continuous current of 2 amps and can handle peak currents up to 3.6 amps, which is quite impressive for its small size. The module we're using is from Adafruit, and it has screw terminals on one side for connecting the motor and another terminal for connecting an external motor power supply. You can either use this terminal or the 2 male header pins to supply the VM and GND for the motor. This module doesn't require a separate logic voltage connection. It features an onboard voltage regulator that derives its logic voltage directly from the motor voltage, which means the motor voltage needs to be at least 6.5 volts. The control of the motor is managed through 2 pins, IN1 and IN2, which are used to adjust both the motor's speed and direction. The way it works is similar to the DRV8833 module. When both input pins, IN1 and IN2, are either set to low or high, the motor stays stationary. To make the motor rotate, you set one input high and the other low. Reversing these signals will cause the motor to change its direction. In this setup, the motor will spin at full speed because it's receiving the full 5-volt signal. To control the speed, we introduce a PWM signal. By sending a PWM signal to one of the input pins, let's say IN1, while keeping the other input, IN2, low, we can modulate the motor's speed. For example, to reduce the motor's speed to 50%, you'd send a PWM signal with a 50% duty cycle to IN1 while keeping IN2 low. If you want to reverse the direction while maintaining the same speed, simply send the PWM signal to IN2 and keep IN1 low. This will cause the motor to spin in the opposite direction at the same reduced speed. Connecting the DRV8871 to an Arduino is simple. First, connect the 5-volt motor power supply to the module using the screw terminals. Then, connect IN1 to pin 9 and IN2 to pin 10 on the Arduino. Both of these are PWM pins. Finally, connect the GND pin on the module to the GND pin on the Arduino, ensuring that both devices share a common ground. The sketch we will use to operate this driver is similar to the L298N sketch we discussed in a previous video. It sets the motor direction, then accelerates and decelerates the motor in this same direction. Then it reverses the direction of rotation and again accelerates and decelerates in the reverse direction. However, there are a few changes, so let's dive into the details. First, we will assign IN1 to pin 9 and IN2 to pin 10. Instead of using variables, we will use the hash-defined keyword to associate these pins with their respective numbers. This method is more efficient than variables in this case because it doesn't consume any memory to store the values. When the code is compiled, the compiler simply replaces all instances of IN1 and IN2 with 9 and 10 directly. Note that in the define statement, there's no equal sign or semicolon. Next, in the setup section, we will configure IN1 and IN2 as output pins using the pin mode function. In the loop section, we will start by accelerating the motor in the forward direction. To do this, we set the IN1 pin to low and then use a for loop to gradually increase the speed. We will achieve this by sending a PWM signal to the IN2 pin using the analog write function. The loop's counter variable, I, will act as the PWM value, starting from 0 and increasing with each iteration. This will slowly ramp up the motor speed. After each step, we introduce a small delay of 20 milliseconds to smooth the acceleration. Once the loop completes, the motor will be running at full speed, so we add a 500 millisecond delay to maintain that speed for a short time. Then we begin decelerating the motor. For this, we use another for loop, but this time the counter variable starts at 255, the maximum PWM value, and decreases to 0. We again use analog write to send the PWM signal and control the motor speed, decreasing it step by step. As before, we introduce a small delay of 20 milliseconds between iterations to ensure a smooth deceleration. When the motor comes to a stop at the end of this loop, we pause for another 500 milliseconds. After that, we will repeat the same acceleration and deceleration sequence, but in reverse direction. To reverse the motor's direction, we simply copy the entire code from the void loop section and paste it below. Then, we swap the roles of IN1 and IN2 in the copied code. By setting IN2 to low and sending the PWM signal to IN1, the motor will now spin in the opposite direction. Finally, upload the code to your Arduino and watch as the motor smoothly ramps up to its full speed, holds that speed briefly, and then gradually ramps down to 0. After a short pause, the motor will reverse direction and repeat the same acceleration and deceleration sequence. This process will loop continuously. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this helpful. Stay tuned for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.